So today I want to discuss entanglements, the entanglements that occurred in the level up season. So sit back and enjoy my analysis of the entanglements. So let me start with Fina, Groovy, and Beauty. Okay, first of all, Beauty, I think it was Beauty who moved to Groovy on day two when she got into the house. See, I was rooting for them because, come on, two cute people. Beauty is goddamn beautiful. She is an ex beauty queen. Groovy is a pageant boy too. Tall, handsome, he sings, a businessman, and what have you not. So I was like, oh my god, these two are super cute. They are going to be the power couple of the season. But how wrong was I? Beauty was extremely possessive. She wanted to own Groovy. She wanted to possess him. She was so controlling. It was kind of irritating. Gosh, it got so bad that every Saturday she would get really drunk because she would get drunk and then be very aggressive. Sometimes in fact, she went physical every other Saturday and, of course, Thursdays during their pool parties because she either felt somebody was moving to Groovy. She was very protective of him. She didn't want anyone to talk to him. And of course, there was Fina who acted like how let's say her therapist. I remember Fina telling her, "You need to do better. You have your governor's spec. You deserve better, and all that. That she shouldn't, degrade herself because of Groovy." And to be very honest, did Groovy love women? Yes, but truly he had lots of respect for Beauty because sometimes at the party when ladies come to dance with him, you see Groovy, he will raise his two hands up to avoid wahala. Yet wahala still they follow him up and down. Eventually, Beauty got disqualified after she went physical on Groovy three consecutive times. So she got disqualified, and guess what? In less than 1 week, Fina was warming his bed. It was crazy. And to be recalled that a day before, the Saturday before Beauty's disqualification, she was upset and called Fina a hypocrite. Trust me, she didn't lie because everything she thought about the situation, it was never in her mind. Like she knew Fina was eyeing Groovy, but the only thing is she went about it the wrong way. So that was how Beauty got disqualified and Fina took over. So let's see who we have next. And next we have Amaka, Groovy, Fina, which their ship names are Gruka and Groovy. See, this ship, Amaka and Fina were best of friends. In fact, they were nicknamed CNN and Al Jazeera. They knew everything that was happening in the level 2 house. They were so close. Their friendship was so admirable. And honestly, I was rooting for the sisters. But guess what? Man, always causing problem between weak ass babes. Guess what happened? Groovy made them quarrel. Okay, Amaka likes Groovy. She pleaded with Fina to go talk to Groovy on her behalf because she couldn't ask him out. Fina went there and took over Groovy for herself. My goodness, Amaka was devastated. It kind of ruined their relationship, ruined Amaka's self-esteem because she would stand in front of the mirror and be like, I am beautiful, I am enough, I am bold, I am this. Oh my god, it was so crazy. She was going nuts. Meanwhile, Groovy swore that he wasn't attracted to Amaka in any way, even though he was just managing Fina because she was practically forcing herself on him. He just had to manage her. I remember. Okay, let me keep that for now. So let's see who we have next. Entanglement number 3 is Ilebaye, Brian, and Modella. That is Brebaye and Brella. Crazy, right? Okay, so we all know that Modella came into the house 2 weeks into the show. She came in as a fake housemate. Meanwhile, honestly, Ilebaye was just for everybody. Fina once described her as general market. My girl, a proper Gen Z girl. Faithfulness was not in her dictionary. She was the in-house seductress. Waiting concerned the girl, she would grind everybody, but I think Brian kind of liked her, but she wasn't so interested. She was very comfortable being his friend. They are both Gen Z babies. Not until Modella came on board, and of course, Lebanon became kind of jealous. She wasn't comfortable with the relationship. In fact, there was a time Bbnaija borrowed her gel to Modella, and Modella used it on Brian. Oh my god, Bbnaija was so offended and she got really aggressive. But eventually, Brian said he liked Modella. Modella wasn't ready to be in a relationship in the house, so the ship never sailed. Then we have entanglement number four, Sai, Doid and Cheesy, Dwight and Dozy. See, this ship, Doyin was desperate to be in a ship. She really wanted to be with somebody. And then this cool Saturday party, she had alcohol. And by the end of the party, oh my god, in fact, during the party, Saif would constantly hold her by her neck. You know the way Kidwaya used to hold Erica by her neck. And before we knew it, at the end of the party, the both of them were kissing passionately. My goodness, that's so she started. Unfortunately for her, Saif left in week 3. He left upon the no, that was week 2, right? Yeah, the first eviction saw him out of the show. It was pretty sad. Doyin was heartbroken. It was the same week Beauty got disqualified, so she lost like 2 good pals, so it was really pathetic. And then before we knew it, in fact, I don't think anybody saw those coming, like Doyin and Cheesy. They belonged to different worlds. Doyin was a polished, bougie girl, and Cheesy looked more like he had this, a local Igbo trader. He wasn't, I wouldn't call him refined, not to sound classist, but I wouldn't refer to him as refined. And so I never saw their relationship coming because I saw Cheesy as somebody who was flippant, who was a careless talker. So I never imagined that he would ever, or Doyin would accept him. But towards the end of Doyin staying in the house, they got close, they got cozy, and so far they are waxing stronger even outside the house. One ship I never saw coming. See, honestly, if you ask me, Giddy Fire was the original, or rather, is the original okra of the season. Like, how did this guy manage to juggle 3 whole babes in like 6 weeks, or is it the 5 weeks he spent in the house? I think 5 weeks. It was crazy, I wouldn't lie. I was shocked, like, what is going on? This ladies loved him so much. For some, he claims 23. He came in as a 23-year-old, and Diane is 34. She liked him so much. I was like, what's so special about Giddy Fire? He laughs uncontrollably. I mean, he's a fine guy, but he's not just would I say coordinated. Amaka liked him too. Amaka was always fantasizing about him until they merged houses, and she saw how he laughed often, like laughing like somebody who had laughed jackass, like a laughing jackass. He laughed uncontrollably, and she kind of withdrew. Like, it made her start having doubts. For Rachel, their ship was a toilet one. No, that was their meeting point. Nobody in the house knew they were an item until Ebuka's expose on a certain Sunday. You see these 3. The sad part is that the 3 of them are no longer with Giddy Fire. Amaka, of course, and her roommates had a frosty relationship at the point. I just hope they make up, because Diane was really offended. And hey, let me gist you. There was this Saturday, Diane attacked Rachel verbally. She verbally abused her, called her derogatory names like Ashawo, blah blah blah. She said really horrible things to this babe, and I felt so bad for Rachel. Rachel kept screaming, I am not interested in the guy. If you say person tell me say Rachel they interested in that guy die, I will not believe it. She was so interested in him. In fact, this lady is yes. In fact, I don't know how Giddy Fire. He needs to cut soap for us. And entanglement number 6, we have Hermes, Alison, and Adekule. Honestly, I must confess that this is the most mature entanglement ever. Like, they were so mature about it. Like, I don't know. Initially, Alison moved to Adekule. She liked Adekule a whole lot. And all of a sudden, she said she couldn't feel him anymore. Meanwhile, Hermes already mentioned that Alison was his type. But guess what? Their relationship didn't work. So immediately, Alison switched over to Hermes. So, like clockwise, everybody was shocked. And Adekule took it so well. He didn't beat her. He didn't speak against her. It was almost like nothing happened. I don't know if Hermes and Adekule ever had a conversation. But funny enough, Adekule, Hermes saved Adekule 1 week he had veto power. It was really cute to watch. I mean, guys just have a way around these things. Like they just know how. I wish women would emulate guys on how they manage entanglements. Like Hermes wasn't ready to have a fallout with Adekule. Neither was Adekule ready to have a fallout with Hermes because of Allison. So in the end, Allison eventually was with Hermes. So let's see who we have next. And up next we have Chichi, Deji, and Doyin. Chichi of Beautiful Things. I think Deji was intrigued by Chichi. Chichi was this reserved girl in the house. She wasn't into all the guys. She just had people she liked, and the moment she noticed they were with other people, she let them be. So that's for Chichi. Then Doyin, oh my god, Doyin was practically harassing Deji to be with her. He insulted her, said so many nasty things to her, and she was very hell-bent on being with him. At the point I got really offended, like, why are you comfortable being insulted by this guy? The guy clearly said he doesn't want to date her and all that, but she kept on going on and on and on and on and on. Meanwhile, he had his eyes for Chichi, although I never imagined that he would take Chichi so seriously. But I guess over time he fell in love with Chichi and actually decided to go with Chichi. And Doyin found out and went crazy. That was how Doyin stopped talking to Deji until this moment. Of course, I said they reconciled last night. That was how Doyin stopped talking to Deji. She felt offended that Deji betrayed her. And I was like, how did Deji betray you? He was very plain from the get-go. If we're being very honest, he said he wasn't ready to date. And if there was anybody who was going to date, maybe Chichi, because he liked her. That he wasn't feeling any of the ladies in the house. Wahala be like waiting. Bone straight. One neck a bone straight where they call. So let's move to the next entanglement. So number 8 entanglement is Fina, Eloswag, and Chomzi. See, Fina likes Eloswag, but he wasn't feeling her. I am pretty sure he has regrets right now. I remember they kissed once and he became withdrawn, and then Fina always begged him, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me. He just wasn't interested. Even at the point when Fina wanted to use Eloswag to get Groovy jealous, Eloswag wasn't just cooperating. He wasn't just into her. And guess what happened one day after their, in the house, he mentioned he was chasing Chioma then, Chomzi. And then one time he mentioned in their own level that he doesn't really like Fina. And then Chichi, being Fina's lockdown roommate, went and told Fina. Fina could not keep her mouth shut. She went and confronted Eloswag. Eloswag was kind of disappointed, and Fina was like, and Chichi was very clear. She said, Fina is my girl. I won't let her make any mistake. So I told her that you are not serious. She should forget about you. Did Fina hear word? For where the next Saturday she was all over him. Kiss me, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me. And he wasn't interested. It was after that Saturday he came to Chioma and asked Chioma out. Chomzi rather. Chomzi wasn't so interested, but eventually she had to pair with him now. She had to manage the bobo. I'll tell you why. And then number 9 we have Dotun, Daniela, and Khalid. In fact, Daniela showed on the show. Daniela is a smart girl. She's 22. I actually expected better from her, and I realized that Daniela wasn't brought up with exposure. Like, she's very naive, especially when it comes to the issue of men. She almost doesn't have control over her body. Like, she could sleep with anybody who as much as said hello to her more than twice. She had this weakness for men, which I believe was as a result of a very sheltered and strict Christian upbringing. You see, every good thing has disadvantages, and that was what we saw on TV. And so she was going on well with Khalid. Khalid left in week 3. Sadly, Daniela, shortly after initially when he left, it was all about Khalid. We all thought she was going to be faithful. She was going to wait for him until after the show. How wrong were we? But where she just couldn't even hold it anymore. She was now, the moment the both houses got paired. Here's what happened. This our baby girl quickly switched to Dotun. It was almost like a film. She had this, although I don't even know, like, she would do some things with Dotun and later she will have regret. She was just giving mixed signals, and to be very honest, At no point did she tell Dotto how serious she was with Khalid. Dotto left the house and realized that she had sex with Khalid, and he was like, whoosh. That was what actually made him withdraw. And so when we talk, let's talk about see this. I didn't include it here, but also after Dotun left, she moved to Adekule. That is Daniela for you. She almost cannot do without like sheep, and all that. So that's all about this particular, you know, entanglement. Because, but to be very honest, I noticed something about Dotun. He always moved to Daniela whenever he noticed she was tipsy, and I think it's something people need to stop. Like, if someone has told you repeatedly, I don't like you, and then the person is tipsy and is getting close to you, it is your duty to say no. I know you are not conscious of yourself, because if it's in a civilized country, you can go to jail for that. The girl can say you raped her, because when it comes to sex, consent should be well informed, and sometimes a tipsy person cannot make an informed choice. So we need to do better. So that is that. So let us go to the final, the grand finale, the pata pata. Here's what this one is. It will shock you, Gidigba. It will let you know that not be by quietness. So sometimes even those you feel that are quiet, they are the dangerous ones. So guess. Did you guess right? Here we are. Number 10, the man of the season, Odogu Groovy. 6 women, 1 man. Haha. This guy, he broke hearts. He is still breaking hearts, even outside the house. He doesn't talk much, but his impact can be felt by everyone. Groovy Mono, a singer, a businessman, a very fine 6 foot plus Anambra guy. You see Groovy, palliative massa. Posting on 2 Omonwa. The original African man. Ọhụrụ nwanyị share rice. Ọhụrụ nwanyị share agbakaya. Nwoke na-bebe. A happening guy. Chichi, Ilebanye, Amaka, Beauty, Chomzy, Fina. Only one guy. Chichi liked him, but when she realized he was with Beauty, she kind of stepped back. And Ilebanye, she had her eyes on him. Oh, she always come touch his face, touch him. And Amaka, oh my God, Amaka loved him so much. When Beauty left, she was so excited. She felt, oh, she could now have a man. Not until she sent Fina to check him. And Fina said, what? Hold my cup. I also want him to. And of course, Beauty was the main girl, more like the main chick, the wife, quote unquote. She was the first person and the one person he respected the most in the house. And Chomzy, his original love, oh my God, he was so attracted to Chomzy, trust me. He once described Chomzy as the most beautiful girl in the house. Like, he loved her so much. They were in different levels, and he was, when, in fact, Fina knew about this, because at the point Beauty got disqualified, when Groovy was sent to the other level, Fina was kind of scared that he was going to move to Chomzy. But not until Cheesy advised that he should stick with Fina for strategic reasons, that Fina had survived evictions twice and she could be big out there. So he should stick with her so her fans can vote for him when he's up. Now, so this guy hang Buto for Fina, come they manage him like that. So what I'm trying to say is that Groovy is the man of the season. Give it to this boy. This boy came, he saw, he conquered, and he stayed for 9 whole weeks, even though he was a semi furniture. Because after he got with this girl Fina, he became a bore. He became boring. Like, we often looked forward to his activities at the parties because he will have Chomsy, he will have this person. But the moment he became a married man, we just became tired of him. So that's so Groovy take the man of the season. This guy, this guy is a dangerous guy. He is everywhere, like the most wanted bachelor of the season. So guys, tell me, who did I miss? Did I miss any entanglements? Let me know in the comment section. And hey, if you listened to this point, you are the real MVP. Take it, high five. You deserve.